At the end of episode 162, after assembling the 4 fragments of the ancient map, Xiao Yan had determined the time and location where the purifying lotus demonic flame would appear. On the way back to the Starfall pavilion, Master and disciple were ambushed by the notorious Black Fiend 3 ghosts. Without hesitation, the two unleashed their might and eradicated them instantly. Time passed, and soon the scene shifted to the Starfall pavilion outside the Grand Hall. Many people had already gathered. Before departure, Yao Lao gently patted Xiao Yan's shoulder and said, "Brett, the ancient wasteland region Manghuang Guyu, ancient desolate region. You must travel there on your own. If you face danger, crush this jade slip, and I will come to your aid. Stay strong." Hearing these encouraging words, Xiao Yan nodded with a faint smile. Then, turning round, he led Medusa and the little Dr. Fairy, their figures soaring into the distance. In the blink of an eye, the 3 vanished. Watching his disciple leave, Yao Lao's eyes revealed a trace of reluctance, his heart momentarily unsettled. Following Yao Lao's gaze forward, the scene shifted once again. Soon, Xiao Yan and his 2 companions were already near the ancient wasteland region, moving like bolts of lightning. As they sped forward, they conversed while vigilantly scanning their surroundings. The deeper they went, the denser the crimson mist became. Even the corpses of ferocious magical beasts could be seen scattered on the ground. After some time, the trio finally stopped. Surveying the area, the little Dr. Fairy spoke softly. "There's poisonous miasma in the surroundings, be careful." Hearing this, Xiao Yan and Medusa nodded slightly. Yet, nearby, the sound of agonized cries suddenly echoed. Xiao Yan frowned and muttered, "Looks like those people have been poisoned." As soon as his words fell, a swarm of venomous insects rushed toward them. Without delay, Xiao Yan unleashed his heavenly flame, scattering flames at the poisonous creatures. Once touched by the fire, the insects immediately recoiled, not daring to advance. Realizing the situation, Xiao Yan's hands suddenly flared, and the fiery blaze surged forth. With a swift motion, flames erupted above his head, spreading outward. In an instant, a flame barrier formed, enveloping Xiao Yan and his companions, shielding them from the poisonous swarm. "Stay close to me. Do not step outside the protective barrier," Xiao Yan instructed. Leading the way, he soared forward, his teammates following within the fiery dome that floated like a blazing sphere across the sky. As they traveled, Xiao Yan continuously reminded them to stay alert, while they also discussed strategies carefully. Before long, the group came to a halt. At that moment, several figures appeared in the distance. Seeing them, Xiao Yan and his companions became highly vigilant. After a brief wait, an elder of the Starfall pavilion finally returned. After exchanging greetings, the middle-aged man reported, "Young master, I discovered members of the heavenly netherworld sect nearby. It seems they are pursuing disciples of the flower sect." At the mention of this name, Xiao Yan immediately furrowed his brows, for if it were truly the flower sect, then Yan might very well be among them. After a moment of thought, his eyes grew cold as he said, "Follow me, we'll deal with those heavenly netherworld sect bastards." Without another word, his figure shot out, his companions following closely. Meanwhile, in another location, Yan and Nalan Yanren were also racing forward. Sensing the danger, Nalan Yanren called out, "Master, those people are still on our tail. These heavenly netherworld sect dogs dared to ambush us. When we return, we must settle this once and for all." Yan's expression remained calm, yet stern, as she commanded the elders, "Find a way to shake them off. Now is not the right time to fight." "Master, among them are 2 9-star Duzun. At their speed, they'll catch up soon. Please, take some of us and escape first. Don't worry about me. Preserving our lives is what matters most." "Master, but what about you?" Yan's voice turned resolute. "I am the sect master of the flower sect. No matter what, I must stay behind." As soon as she finished, her figure froze for a moment. Then, in a flash, she grabbed Nalan Yanren with one hand, retreating swiftly. A thunderous boom followed the ground where they had just stood exploded into rubble. Out of the smoke emerged a man from the heavenly netherworld Sect, sneering. Sect Master Yan Yan, you won't escape. Why resist in vain? Yan Yan's eyes grew sharp as she rebuked. Liu Shang, do you wish to ignite a full-scale war between the Flower Sect and the heavenly netherworld Sect? The man smirked. Even if we kill you all here, what difference would it make? Vice Sect Master, let's finish this quickly before anything unexpected occurs. Yes, Yao Hua is right. Since the Vice Sect Master has decided to act, we shouldn't drag this out any longer. Hearing this, Liu Shang waved his hand indifferently. Do it. Spare only Yan Yan and her disciple. Kill the rest. With Liu Shang's order, the experts of the Tianming sect instantly moved, their figures flashing as they charged. Seeing this, Yan Yan urgently said, Yamren, once I break through their encirclement, seize the chance to escape. Teacher, if you fall into their hands, Yamren's life will be meaningless. Let us fight them to the death. Her words had barely faded when battle erupted. Neil and Yanren charged in, clashing with the enemy, her lungs were ringing loudly, outnumbered. The disciples of Flower Sect could only defend. In the distance, Yao Hua, the evil monarch, smirked slightly. With a flick of his fan, he lunged toward Yan Yan, mocking, Sect Master Yan Yan, it seems you'll still end up in our hands. Yet Yan Yan showed no fear, colliding fiercely with him, sparks flashing wildly. But nearby, Nalan Yanren was overwhelmed. Her body was struck, sent flying back, a sword's tip aiming straight at her. Seeing her disciple in peril, Yan Yan unleashed a gust of Duqi, knocking Yanren aside to safety. But at that moment, Yao Hua, the evil monarch, struck Yan Yan's shoulder viciously. Bang! Blood sprayed from her mouth as she was flung away, gravely wounded. Yan Yan, once the Vice Sect Master teaches you a lesson, I'll bring you before that brat, Yao Hua sneered. Lunging at her with his fan, Yan Yan gritted her teeth, preparing her Duqi to resist. But suddenly, a golden figure appeared. A giant fist smashed into Yao Hua's body, sending him crashing into the ground with a thunderous bang. The giant roared, Tianming sect dogs. Do you always love biting others so much? Startled, Liu Shang demanded. And who might you be? The golden giant laughed coldly, kicking Yao Hua's broken body toward Liu Shang. With a wave of Liu Shang's hand, Yao Hua's corpse burst into bloody mist. I want to see just who dares meddle in Tianming sect's affairs, Liu Shang roared, his fist clenched as he shouted. Great serpent dragon fist doming Long Quan. A massive serpent formed, striking the giant formed by Xiao Yan. The two fists collided, shaking heaven and earth. The giant tore apart the serpent's maw with both hands, with an earth-shattering boom. The serpent exploded, vanishing instantly. Liu Shang was hurled into a cliff, coughing blood before struggling to stand. Elder Q, everyone, attack together, he shouted. The experts of Tianming sect unleashed their furious Duqi, waves of power crashing toward Xiao Yan's giant manifestation. Break, Xiao Yan bellowed. The giant's fist smashed down, shattering all attacks, blasting the Tianming sect experts backward. Terrified, Liu Shang cried, Who are you? But before he could escape, the giant's hand formed a seal, octane blast ba ji bang, boom. The seal struck him directly. Liu Shang screamed miserably as his body was smashed into the earth, lifeless. At this moment, Medusa and little Dr. Fairy appeared. Yan Yan gasped, You are Queen Medusa. Across from her, Medusa was equally shocked. You, Sect Master Yan Yan of Yunlan Sect. As her voice fell, the giant vanished, revealing Xiao Yan's handsome figure descending slowly. Looking at Yan Yan, Xiao Yan smiled gently. Is everyone all right? For a moment, Yan Yan was stunned by his gaze and smile. Thus ended episode 163. Part 5. What excitement awaits in episode 164? Stay tuned to review 5 minutes on YouTube for more.